Welcome everybody to a very exciting episode of the Latte podcast, as today we have the man himself, Mr. Shah, a founding partner of Waterstone Legal, and we have 5 questions handpicked from you. So from why he wanted to be a lawyer, to stuff about stamp duty, to what he has for lunch. Let's dive straight in, as trust me, he is a very, very busy man. Now Shah, thanks for coming on today. Now, quite a few listeners sent in the first one, actually. So question number 1 is, what made you want to be a lawyer?
Thank you, Ash. Very good question. I'll try to frame it. So my name is Shah. I'm a partner here since day one in Waterstone Legal. Obviously, when people start their life in primary, they don't know what they're going to be. Mm-hmm. And when they go to secondary, they want to be everything. Mm-hmm. When they go to university, again, it goes up and up.
Spot on.
And yeah, so when I I passed my secondary, then sky was the limit, because I could do an exam, I could be a lawyer, I could be a finance advisor or something. And the way it worked, that I did very good, and I was actually going to law to be a judge. I don't know, it was fascinating. A judge.
Wow.
Fascinating to me. I thought, you know what? It feel like what I say stand. I was one of those.
Yeah.
So I thought I will study law, then I will become a judge. Then when I went through the law, actually, then I realized that actually if I become a judge and I have got the other side of one side of the bench, I can help. I will just write, I will make decision. Yeah. But if I'm on the other side of the same process, which is a lawyer, my area will be more to help more people, to study more about change practice areas, like since immigration to law, property law is kind of a deadly combination, isn't it? Yeah. So I was, since beginning here, I was a human rights lawyer. Yeah. I do family. Now I'm a full-fledged, full-time property lawyer. So this was the reason.
Got loads more bows to your arrow.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I wanted to actually grow more. Yeah. That I decided to study law. First I wanted to be a judge, then I thought I would be a lawyer.
I can totally relate to that as well, because I suppose, like, being a judge, you're quite limited in what you can do, sort of sitting on that chair making your judgments and that all day. Whereas when you're a lawyer, you have, I think, having been in your shoes, I would have made the right decision, like, to become a lawyer. I think it just gives you so much more versatility of what you can explore and what you can do. So glad that you made that decision, Shah. Yeah. Okay, so moving on to question number 2. Now this is for a stressed out first time buyer. Now what they want to know is roughly what is the ballpark figure of legal costs to buy a house for a first time buyer?
Very good question. And some of my clients, when they buy the property over the weekend, my barber actually asked me that question.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a genuine question. He asked me, how much do you think it will take for the solicitor to pay to buy a home? And he wants to be he's a first time buyer, he wants to buy a property. The first question I will then ask to that client is, what is your budget? Because if you buy a property under the threshold of first time buyer, which is 300,000 now, SDLT is 0. Yeah. But if it goes on and on, then there is SDLT. But about the legal fees, again, if you buy a freehold property, that's one thing. If you buy a leasehold property, obviously it's something else. Okay. If you buy a leasehold property with Building Safety Act 2022, your fees go a bit up as well. So it's very difficult to say what lawyer you use, which part of the London you buy the property, but more or less a 300 to 500,000 property legal cost will be in the ballpark figure of about 1,500 to 2,500, sometimes to 3,000, stuff like this. But always freehold is a bit less, 200-300, and leasehold is a bit more. If you buy even share of freehold with leaseholds, even more. So depending on actual nature of the transaction, you can get it. But good stuff is like Waterstone Solicitor, what we do, you have an online calculator, you can go yourself and actually do it. So in our website we have that. Most of the solicitors in UK have that now. So yes, it's better to go to a code generating website and find it out. But more or less I can say it's more 1,500 to 2,500 or 3,000.
No, it's just reassuring for people, I suppose, to be able to get that quote so that they can, because you know, like when you buy a house, there's so many things that you have to like consider. I know it sounds silly, but even like moving vans, furniture, and all of these things. So the more you can budget for things like stamp duty, because I think a lot of first-time buyers might think, right, okay, I'm buying a £350,000 home. There's actually more, like you say, with stamp duty and legal costs, so you can just be prepared for the full shebang.
Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you for that. So question number 3, and another property one, is a listener has asked that if she owns a property, say in India, would that affect her stamp duty buying a property in the UK?
Yeah, again, it's a very good question. And there is HMRC guidance on SDLT, how much you need to pay and when do you pay, or what is your situation, if you need to pay, if you want to pay or not. The answer to this question is that if you have a property at any place out of UK, and if you own this property in your name, like you are legal or beneficial owner of that property, you have to declare, then you will not be treated as a first-time buyer. So your threshold will be different. But there is a question here and there that what happened if you are if you inherit a property, it's not in your name, then there is a grey area whether you want to declare it or not. But the answer is yes. If you have a property anywhere, you need to declare. You will not be treated as a first-time buyer.
I actually never knew that. So that's really
a lot of questions got it wrong.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Wow. Okay. So yeah, it's definitely just, again, it does show the importance of having an experienced conveyancer by your side, so you're aware of all these things. And I think actually, for like the more I listen and learn, it's like it's better to have that call with a conveyancer way early on in the process, because then you like know what you're getting yourself in for, right?
Yeah.
Okay, question number 4 is actually an immigration question for somebody that looks like, congratulations whoever you are, might be getting married in the UK, and what she wants to know is, does that automatically entitle her to a spouse visa?
Again, good question, and this was stuff I was doing in the beginning for last 10 years. Then obviously I tend not to do immigration anymore, but I know this answer. So what it is, when you are a British national, you get married to someone outside, this is your spouse's right to be here with you. It's fundamental human rights, part of it. But you need to, you cannot just claim straight away, oh, he or she is my wife or husband, and they can come straight away my spouse visa. This is not the case. There are certain requirements you need to fulfill. Number 1 comes your relationship requirement, which is either you are married under a marriage certificate. Yeah. So this is one part, or you cohabited like for 2 years or more for your partner. This is another entitlement. And then obviously you've got evidence of those. So your relationship requirement. Yeah. Then you have got your financial requirement, which is now, I think, they increased a bit. So you need to earn certain amount of money as a sponsor to bring your spouse. This is second thing. And obviously part of it is accommodation as well. So you should have something that your partner, your spouse or partner can come and stay. And importantly, there are another requirement, which is life in the English language requirement. So they have to pass certain level of English, which is, I think, A1 now. So,
I don't even know if I would pass that, Shah.
Trust me, you'll pass it.
Okay. I like your face.
A1 is very simple test. Then when you come here, they do A2. Right. Then when they apply for indefinite leave to remain, then they need to do B1 and life in the UK. The summary of the answer is no, not straight away. You need to get those relationship requirements sorted, and you need to get your financial requirements sorted, and obviously you need to the incoming partner, spouse need to pass certain English requirement to apply for the visa. Yes.
So before you run down the aisle, do make sure that you get all of these other things checked out, because it's not quite as simple as getting the marriage certificate and then getting your spouse visa, by the sounds of it. So
I can share a very important story of my client. It's actually my other partner, Oliver's client. So he's an Albanian national. He got married in Albania. Okay. And he came to the border in France and took his wife with him. And immigration stopped him. Who is that lady? It's my wife. He said, what do you mean your wife? Did you apply for her? So what do you mean? I'm a British national and she's my wife. This is the marriage certificate. She should be able to come in UK. So as you're saying, people actually not think, they believe that I'm British national, I'm married to someone outside UK, I need to I have the right, and he or she has the right to be here. And actually they stopped, then obviously they called Oliverta, and Oliverta said what's going on. Say,
golly gosh.
My wife, they're not allowing her to come. So what do you mean your wife, they're not allowing? Did you submit an application? No, what application? She's my wife.
Oh wow.
So can you believe that? It happens.
Wow. But it's a simple, easy mistake to make, the poor guy.
That's what I think.
Poor chap, I hope he got things sorted out. Thanks for that, Shah. So we're just going to finish with a final question, which again, for some reason, quite a few listeners sent this one in. Shah, what time do you take your lunch break?
Actually, you can ask Nithi, because Nithi is the one remind me every day now, because of I don't take lunch because I keep on forgetting. So I've got many of my good colleagues, they actually come to me, Shah, lunchtime, it doesn't happen. I say, yes, I'm going, I don't. So Nithi has, I think an alarm set, and she says all the time, Mr. Ali, your lunchtime. Does it happen? It doesn't. So the answer is yes. I try to always, if you ask me when is your lunchtime, I say now I'm going, but it doesn't happen. But to be honest, I should take a lunchtime all the time. Yesterday I took 10 minutes. I went there, take something like maybe got something else, go downstairs, sometimes then get another call, come out, like come upstairs again. As a busy lawyer, if you are a partner in a firm, and if you have the curse of being a senior partner, it doesn't follow the rules.
A blessing and a curse, let's be clear. Let's
put it that way.
Yeah.
Put it that way. A blessing and a curse. So I try to get some time off. I have never I don't recall when last time I took actually a half an hour break or something.
Wow, Shah, you need to treat yourself.
It doesn't happen.
How do you eat that quickly? I mean, just shove the sandwich down and then you're back at your desk.
Yes, I need to do that, and I'll try to do that again.
Please.
And again, I have got very good, kind-hearted colleague of mine that remind me, and I'm sure they will put more reminder on me, and I'll make sure I do it every
I'm going to make sure that you take a little break. Because
Yes.
you work hard. You need to replenish yourself with a
Thank
little
you
lunch
very much. I'll
break.
take your advice. I'm sure it's not medical advice though.
No medical advice here. Just throwing your sandwich, Shah. That is literally it. Thank you so much for your time today. It's been a pleasure. And I've really enjoyed having you on the podcast. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Do not miss next week's episode, as trust me, this is going to be a hot one. Have an amazing evening and thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, everyone.